Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is Down and Dirty. We got a special treat. We are in the case Minotaur, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to do a Down and Dirty to show you guys how to couple to this dozer package, because it is not the easiest of tasks, especially if you've never done it before, and you have to get the order of operations right or you will break things. So the first thing we're going to talk about, as you can see out in front of us, we have the dozer C-frame sitting out here. And if you will, this is going to be my dozer C-frame. We've got our hole for our pin here. I've got it turned on edge, so it's normally sitting like this. We've turned it sideways so you can see the hole for the pin. So that thing is going to come into contact with a pocket on the side of my machine that is also shaped like the pin. And so when we go into this, initially your C-frame actually runs underneath the machine, as you're going to see. And that's going to allow us to couple to our skid plate. But once we get coupled to our skid plate, we're going to put this machine into dozer mode, and then we're going to lift that attachment up. And what's going to happen is that C-frame is going to cup to the bottom of that pocket, it's going to scoot over it, and then boom, snap into alignment to where our pin will go through. That's the beauty of this setup, is you don't have to worry about alignment for your C-frame pins. This thing auto aligns itself as long as you lift the attachment up so that it can fall into place. I know you don't really understand that at the moment, but just wait, you'll see that in practice. The other thing I want to talk about is, as you can see out in front of us, next to our hydraulic lines off to the right, there is a silver bar, and then there is a pole coming off of it, a bar coming off of it that goes up top that's got red paint on the top of it. That is our indicator that is poking through the top step. That's going to tell us when we have gotten our skid couple lined up and we are in alignment so that we can lock our pins. What everyone wants to do is couple this like a regular attachment. They want to go into it, they want to lift up on it and curl back at the same time. You can't do that because this thing won't align properly if you do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive over this, we're going to lift our boom arms up just a little bit to get over the C-frame, and then we're going to drop them all the way down, and almost all the way down, and then we're going to curl as we drive into the coupler, and that's what's going to get our alignment. So we're going to do that now. I'm going to throttle up just a hair, we're going to raise up over our C-frame, and here we go. Now we're going to lower down. I've got my coupler tilted forward just a little bit, and as you can see on that step now, you should be able to see that little red indicator. When that disappears, we are lined up and we can actually push our pins down. And I want to make sure my pins are retracted, which they are. And now we're going to go into it and we're going to start to curl. Don't lift, but curl. We're going to curl right into it. And there my indicator just disappeared. I don't know if you saw that, but my indicator just disappeared. And so now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to move the machine. I'm just going to cycle my auxiliaries, and now my pins are locked. Now this is one of the critically important steps on this machine. If I don't switch to dozer mode right now, and I start to uncurl my bucket, or I start to do a lot of skid steer motions, you're going to break things. When you are coupled to the skid plate on this attachment, you have to stop and you have to flip over to dozer mode, or else you will break stuff. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hit push to operate to take us out of operating. My auxiliaries are locked, parking brake is set. Now I can use where we used to have a pattern selector, now it is the skid steer, or in this machine it's labeled ISO or dozer control. So I'm going to hold dozer, it blinks over, it confirms I'm in dozer mode. Now I'm going to push to operate. I am now in dozer mode. And what does that mean? Which, by the way, you also, I need to go back and do this. Let me flip back over to ISO mode. You need to curl your bucket all the way back. And that is important because this machine, when you are in dozer mode, there it is. So now I'm push to operate, flip back over to dozer. When you're in dozer mode in this machine, when you raise up on your boom arms, the machine is automatically calculating how much it needs to uncurl or curl the bucket depending on what your boom arms are doing. When you're in skid steer mode, the machine's not doing that. So if we were to raise this thing up or lower it when we're not in dozer mode, that's where you can, because of the angle of the curl, you can damage things. But now that we're in dozer mode, I can comfortably lift this attachment up knowing that I'm not going to break anything. So now all we're going to do is, this is the portion where I'm talking about. Right now we have our C-frame is sitting below the machine and below and just behind that pocket. So we're going to lift up the C-frame is going to come into contact with the frame of our machine, and then it's going to work its way around, and you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it, you're going to hear it, and you're going to see it when this thing sits down in its spot. Before we raise it up though, our pins on the side of our machine are currently extended. So up here on my left-hand pillar, I know you guys can't see it, right below my bucket lock and unlock function, I have a dozer emblem with an unlock and lock function. So I'm gonna hit unlock on my dozer. Maybe, I gotta push a button here. So it's ready to retract. Now I'm gonna cycle my auxiliaries. Now you notice there was a different sound there. It's because I was retracting my dozer pins, not my coupler pin. So we are now currently prepped to mount the blade. And so all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift up. There it just touched the frame of the machine. That was the bump we just heard. Now we're gonna lift it up into that pocket. So I'm gonna keep pulling back. There it is. We just locked in. So now I'm gonna hit lock on my dozer blade. I'm gonna cycle my auxiliaries. We are now, and I can test this, if I push down, this baby supports the weight of the machine. We are locked in. And so from here, what I would do is I would get out and I would actually hook up my auxiliary hydraulics. And it's 4 lines. You've got 2 on the left side, 2 on the right side. They're quick couplers, so they plug right in, and that's it. You're already in dozer mode here. All of my dozer controls are live. We just have to hook up the hydraulics. For the sake of today's video, we're not gonna do that. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna uncouple from this thing. It's the same thing, we're just gonna do it in reverse order. So the first thing we need to do is retract our pins. So again, my dozer unlock, we're gonna click that until the icon turns red. This beeps at me and tells me they're ready to retract, so I'm gonna cycle. Our pins are now retracted. Before you do anything else, we need to back up just a hair to basically take those pins out of alignment, because as soon as we flip over to skid mode, those pins want to shoot back out. And this is something that I struggled with at first because I didn't understand what was happening. But when we flip over to skid steer mode, those C-frame pins want to shoot back out. So we just need to back away a little bit, and now it's not lined up anymore. And so now we're gonna stop. And by the way, let me back up, I apologize guys. Before we retract our pins, we will want to disconnect our auxiliary hydraulics because we are using this to manipulate our pins on the machine. So if you had just been running the dozer blade and you're ready to disconnect, before we do any of our button stuff here, you need to jump out, you need to store your auxiliary hydraulic lines in their little keepers like we've got them out in front of us here, and then you're ready to come do the in-cab stuff. So we've retracted our pins, and we were able to do that because our auxiliaries were not hooked up. We've backed away from the C-frame a little bit, but we're still coupled with our skid plate. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to push to operate, we're gonna lock ourselves out of the machine, and we're gonna flip over to skid steer mode. There's our confirmation. Push to operate, we're now back live, but we're in skid steer mode. Before we do anything, we need to unlock our skid steer pins. So just like a regular skid steer, I'm gonna hold unlock, cycle my auxiliaries, let go of unlock. And now what we're gonna do is the exact opposite of what we did coming into this attachment. I'm going to not raise up or lower my boom arms. I'm just gonna uncurl as I back away. So we're gonna uncurl, we're gonna back away nice and slow, keeping an eye on everything. And you notice that plate is wanting to chase me. You don't want to let that plate fall forward. So we're actually going to uncurl and lean that forward, just like that. And now I'm gonna raise my boom arms just a little bit to get up over that C-frame so we're not rubbing. And there you go. We are disconnected. So once you do this a handful of times, it's not that bad. It's intimidating at first, but it's really not that bad once you do it a couple times. The key is make sure you do that order of operations correctly. You have to switch over to dozer mode at the right time. You have to switch over to skid steer mode at the right time to not break anything. So as always, I hope this has been helpful. Feel free to drop comments and questions down below. I know there's gonna be a ton. I'll do my best to answer them. We'll catch you guys on the next Down and Dirty.